Minimum support price to continue, assures Centre. 6th round of talks with farmers on December 10. Nation pays homage to B.R. Ambedkar on his 64th death anniversary. Prime Minister says Baba Saheb's dream will be fulfilled. All arrangements in place for first phase of BTC polls tomorrow. Assam Chief Minister joins campaign trail for second phase. Meghalaya Governor Satyapal Malik lauds soldiers for their sacrifice, says country is indebted to them. And in cricket, India decimate Australia, scores 6-wicket victory in second T20 match in Sydney, clinch series. A very good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin from the studios of DDK Guwahati. This is Ajanta Chaudhary, now with the details. In national news first, the 6th round of talks between the central government and farmer leaders will be held on December 9 to end the deadlock over the new farm laws. The 5th round of talks to address the issues concerning the farmers was held at Vigyan Bhavan in New Delhi on Saturday. The talks could not be completed. Talking to reporters after the meeting, Union Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar has reassured the farmers' unions that the system of minimum support price (MSP) will continue and there is no threat to it. He said it is baseless to create doubts over this. He said the government has worked out possible solutions to the provisions on which farm leaders have raised objections. In more national news, the nation today paid homage to Bharat Ratna Dr. B.R. Ambedkar on his 64th Mahaparinirvan Divas or death anniversary. President Ramnath Kovind in his tribute said, Dr. Ambedkar was a great architect of the Constitution who strived for a society and governance based on the tenets of equality and justice. Vice President Venkaiah Naidu paid floral tributes to Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar at a brief function at Raj Bhavan in Chennai. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also paid tributes to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar on his Mahaparinirvan Divas. In a tweet, Modi said, Baba Saheb's thoughts and ideals continue to give strength to millions. The Prime Minister said India is committed to fulfilling the dreams he had for the nation. In Assam, polling in the first phase of polls to the Bodoland Territorial Council will be held tomorrow in 21 seats in Baksa and Udalguri districts. State Director General Police Bhaskar Jyoti Mohanto today took stock of the security scenario at 4 police stations of Kolaigaon, Tongla, Paneri and Udalguri and appealed to voters to exercise their franchise without any fear. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal today addressed several rallies in Kokrajhar district where he campaigned for the BJP candidates who are in fray for the second phase of polls to be held on December 10. He said BJP is the only party which can ensure development in the BTC. Now we take a short break. We'll be back with more news. Stay tuned.
अरे वाह, लेजेंड की बैट, इससे तो मैं खेलूंगा।
फ्यूचर बैटिंग लेजेंड बैट,
इसमें जिसका नाम लिखा है बैट उसी को मिलेगी।
अरे यार,
देखा, अगर इस पे मेरा नाम नहीं लिखा होता तो कितनी दिक्कत हो जाती। इसलिए आरबीआई कहता है बैंक अकाउंट हो या बैंक लॉकर, उसमें नॉमिनी का नाम जरूर दर्ज करें ताकि आपकी जमा पूंजी उसी को मिले जिसे आपने नामित किया है।
आरबीआई कहता है जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
घर की नारी कितनी जिम्मेदारी, मुन्ने का दूध, पिंकी की ड्रेस, दादी का गर्म पानी, दादू का जूस। आपकी जिम्मेदारी में हमारी भी है कुछ भागीदारी। आपके इस्तेमाल के प्रोडक्ट्स को हम देते हैं स्टैंडर्ड गुणवत्ता का प्रमाण, करते हैं मैन्युफैक्चरिंग की निगरानी, फैक्ट्री और मार्केट के सैंपल की नियमित जांच ताकि आप पर न आए कोई आंच। आपसे ही तो है गारंटी खुशियों की
और आईएसआई से मेरे परिवार की सुरक्षा की।
Welcome back to the Northeast News. In Meghalaya, ahead of the Armed Forces Flag Day, Governor Satyapal Malik, while paying tributes to the martyrs, said soldiers are one of the greatest assets of any country. Speaking to DD News Shillong, he said the nation is indebted to all the gallant heroes for their service towards the country during both internal as well as external threats of insurgency and terrorism and during natural calamities.
Render their services during every natural calamity. I urge all citizens of this country to contribute generously for Armed Forces Flag Day Fund. The funds are used by the Kendriya Sainik Board for rehabilitation of injured soldiers and veterans, to assist their widows and for the welfare of their families.
Along with the rest of the country, Assam also observed the All India Civil Defence and Home Guards Day today at Central Training Institute Panikheti in Guwahati. Speaking as the chief guest, Guwahati Development Department Minister Siddhartha Bhattacharya said the Civil Defence and Home Guards have been extending exemplary services during the times of disasters and during internal security situations. Earlier, the minister took guard of honour and witnessed the ceremonial march past by civil defence personnel. Director General Civil Defence A.K. Sinha Kashyap was present among others on the occasion.
আজিৰ মুখ্য অতিথি মহোদয়
অসামৰিক প্ৰতিৰক্ষা বিৰক্ষী বাহিনী
In Arunachal Pradesh, Walong, the easternmost valley of the country, witnessed the bloodiest battle, better known as the Battle of Walong, during the Indo-China conflict of 1962. The battle is remembered for the steely resolve, valor and unparalleled bravery displayed by the soldiers of the Indian Army despite numerous challenges. Lieutenant General Rana Pratap Kalita, General Officer Commanding Spear Corps, Colonel of the Kumaon and Naga regiments and the Kumaon Scouts unveiled the statues of the Kumaoni soldiers at the Hut of Remembrance at Kibitu and at Walong War Memorial.
We have gathered here today to unveil the statue of the Kumaoni soldier. The soldier is standing in Shoksast in remembrance of all the valiant martyrs who had laid down their life in the Battle of Walong. In 1962, the place where we are standing now is Walong. The heights around us, the hills around us in 1962 saw one of the fiercest battles.
India has crossed yet another significant milestone in its fight against COVID as the recovery rate has improved to 94.37%. The number of daily recoveries has outnumbered the new daily cases for the 9th consecutive day today. The total recovered cases in the country stand at around 22 times the number of active cases, with cumulative recovery of over 91 lakh people so far. The new daily positive cases continue to remain below the 50,000 mark for nearly about a month now. The active caseload of the country has witnessed a further drop and continues to remain below 4.2%. The total active cases in the country have further gone down and stand at 4,03,248, which comprise merely 4.18% of the total reported cases. In COVID update from the northeast, Arunachal Pradesh has recorded 748 active cases, while the number of discharged cases is 15,581. The death toll is 55. In Manipur, active cases are now 2,903. The recovered cases stand at 22,655. The death toll is 299. Meghalaya has reported 654 active cases, while the number of recovered cases is 11,392. The death toll is 118. Mizoram has now 222 active cases, while the cured cases are 3,708. The number of dead is 6. Nagaland has reported 514 active cases, while the discharged cases have reached 10,761. The death toll is 65. Sikkim has now 367 active cases and 4,686 recovered cases. The death toll is 115. In Tripura, the number of active cases is 451, while the number of cured cases is 32,068. Excuse me. The death toll is 372. In Assam, Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma in a tweet said 157 active cases were detected out of a total of 24,016 tests with a positivity rate of 0.65%. While the recovered cases recorded a percentage of 97.88, the active cases account for 1.65%. The percentage of the dead has been pegged at 0.46. As the world struggles with the onslaught of the COVID pandemic with mixed results, the total number of cases have topped 6,69,22,087. Even as the recovered cases have reached 4,63,94,963, the caseload for the dead is 15,35,659. Leading the world in terms of cases and death toll is the US with 1,49,83,425 total cases. The log for the dead has topped 2,87,825. The cured cases number 87,87,738. Close on the heels of the US is India with 96,44,529, even as the cured cases have topped 91,792. The tally for the dead is 1,40,216. In sports news, India chased down 195 runs to win the second T20 International against Australia at the Sydney Cricket Ground with 6 wickets in hand and 2 balls to spare. Matthew Wade with 58 runs got the home team off to a rocking start before Steve Smith, scoring 46, spearheaded the second half of the chase. Batting first, Australia scored 194 runs for the loss of 5 wickets. T. Natarajan, who bagged 2 wickets for 20 runs, was the only Indian bowler not to be smashed for runs. Shikhar Dhawan, who hit 52 runs, and Virat Kohli, who scored 40 runs, got the chase off to a sedate start. Kohli fell just as the final part of the chase approached, after which Hardik Pandya took over and smashed 42 runs to take India home with 2 balls to spare. With this win, India clinched the 3-match series. Ahmedabad-based Zydus Cadila Pharmaceuticals has announced that the company has received an approval from the Drugs Controller General of India, DCGI, to begin the Phase 3 clinical trials with its biological therapy pegylated interferon alpha-2b, PegyHep, in COVID-19 patients. PegyHep is already an approved drug, according to sources. The trials will be conducted on 250 patients across 25 centers in India during this month. The second phase trials indicated that this biological drug has a beneficial impact on the patient suffering from moderate COVID-19 disease by reducing their viral load. A single-dose therapy will improve compliance and make it highly affordable for patients. Viewers can also watch our bulletins and other programs on our YouTube channel, DD News Guwahati. And to end the news, the headlines once again. Minimum support price to continue, assures Centre. 6th round of talks with farmers on December 10. Nation pays homage to B.R. Ambedkar on his 64th death anniversary. Prime Minister says Baba Saheb's dream will be fulfilled. All arrangements in place for first phase of BTC post tomorrow. Assam Chief Minister joins campaign trail for second phase. Meghalaya Governor Satyapal Malik lauds soldiers for their sacrifice, says country is indebted to them. And in cricket, India decimate Australia, scores 6-wicket victory in second T20 match in Sydney, clinch series. And before taking leave, viewers are reminded to maintain physical distancing and frequently wash hands with soap or sanitizer. Remember to wear a mask properly and join the Mask Up India campaign by Doordarshan to defeat the pandemic. Mask Up India. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.